Greetings, fellow test subjects. Test subject 1337 here for Aperture Gaming. They make it, we test it, you play it. Today, Aperture Gaming is proud to present our Video Game Showcase Special, where we will be discussing several upcoming titles in the very near foreseeable future and within next year. To begin with, let us talk about a special game called Armikrog. What is Armikrog, you may ask? It is a game that is brought to us by the same twisted minds that brought us Earthworm Jim, The Neverhood, and Skull Monkeys. The latter two being very similar to Armikrog because all three are claymation video games. That's right. The characters are pre-rendered walk cycles of claymation. You have claymation environments, claymation items, peoples, characters. It's great. All claymation all the time. It's really great. The only problem is, this game requires a Kickstarter funding. It requires $900,000 to be made. It is at the $500,000 mark, and the clock is ticking, people. This game, it needs to be funded to its $900,000 by June 27th. So if you loved the classic Skull Monkeys and Neverhood, please donate to them. I've seen The Neverhood, and I think it's amazing. An entire claymation game. It is just incredible. Yeah, the Kickstarter can be found. You can look for the links to it here on YouTube, or go to Kickstarter and look for Armikrog. It's Rmikrog. Yeah, and the best part is, if you donate money, you actually get something cool in return along with the game, with varying prices. And now we cover a game that's coming out a little sooner. On June 25th, the world will marvel in the madness of Deadpool. That's right, the Merc with the Mouth is getting his own video game, and it comes out this month. This game was actually announced at Comic-Con last year, and I and many other people are excited for this. And now that we've covered some video games, we will now move on to the E3 showcase coverage. I'll be talking about various games from various platforms, so if you know a game out there that you're excited for, look it up, see if it's coming to a platform near you. To headline E3, PlayStation 4 and Xbox One were showcased at the event this year, so if you're trying to figure out which console to get, then do some research online before you do a pre-order. Now, since I just talked about Deadpool, what better way to kick off E3 than talking about Marvel's rival, DC, and Batman, Arkham Origins. Coming to us from the smash hit series, Arkham Asylum and Arkham City, Arkham Origins is like Batman Year One. It'll be great. We get to see new locations in Gotham, some old locations that were modified what we saw in Arkham City, and we get to see a whole new slew of characters for Batman to face off against. The main thing people are concerned about is how Batman will be voiced by the same actor that did Sonic the Hedgehog and Ezio Auditore, so no, we're not getting Batman from the animated series. Same scenario for the Joker. Mark Hamill said he would not be part of the Joker again, and it was heard in the trailer, but fingers crossed, he may come back and surprise us. They also said that this Batman game would incorporate some other elements, some elements from the Assassin's Creed series, like a tower defense game. And speaking of Assassin's Creed, we all know Assassin's Creed 4, Black Flag, is coming out later this year. My colleague, Captain Jeff, has been head over heels for this game and is hoping it's everything that it is and then some. He's also hoping that more people will sign his petition. It is now up to 26 signatures. Thank you very much for your contributions. So if you feel that you want to get more of the special collector's edition here in the US of A, please check out the petition site that he has set up in the links of his various videos. And I too am looking forward to the Assassin's Creed Black Flags. It'll feature multiple cities, the ocean, and of course everything pirate that you can shake a stick at, or shake a saber at in this case. Now, also coming to us from Ubisoft is the game Watch Dogs, or as I like to call it, Assassin's Creed, the modern day and age. It's true, if you have seen footage from Watch Dogs, you will agree that it is basically Assassin's Creed in the here and now, from the same studio. It's awesome. You can use your cell phone to hack anything that runs electricity. You got security cameras, other people's cell phones. You can also short out power boxes, raise barriers, steal cars and boats, and you can even cause a blackout if you need to escape. You also use a nightstick, and your primary weapons are your cell phone, a nightstick, and a handgun. So it's your choice between stealth or anarchy. And I am looking forward to this game. Be sure to check it out. Let's see. There are several games this year. And let's see, moving on from Watch Dogs, we move again into the realm of reality of stealth combat. I, of course, am talking about Tom Clancy's Splinter Cell. This series is ongoing, and I am looking forward to the next installment of Sam Fisher's stealth, tactical, espionage, and assault. It's a good-looking game, and I'm hoping that it's everything that it will be, and then some. Another militaristic modern-day game that's coming out is Metal Gear Solid 5: The Phantom Pain. We teased at earlier as just the Phantom Pain. We were able to deduce that it was, in fact, a Metal Gear Solid reveal. And now, after seeing the footage, I'm very excited for this. The Phantom Pain will actually be a open world Metal Gear Solid. Yeah, you heard me. Open world. I'm sure there's going to be some areas that will be linear, but that's to be expected. I've enjoyed the Metal Gear Solid series for a good while, and I'm looking forward to see what the next chapter will be. Also, I'm wondering how they will acknowledge their previous installment, Metal Gear Rising: Revengeance. Let's see. Going back to Watch Dogs real quick, the game focused on having the Big Brother system with security cameras watching you everywhere. And there will be another game, or should I say 2 games coming out that have some element of that. First up, the cult classic Mirror's Edge 2. Mirror's Edge 1 was a pretty good game, and it was kind of linear, and also like Metal Gear Solid, it will be open world, the sequel will be, but I'm also guessing there will be some linear areas that has to be covered. See, another game that is going to be involving the Big Brother watching you system with military troops in the city. Another highly awaited game for me, and for everyone else at Aperture Gaming, Infamous: Second Son. We have apparently left behind Cole McGrath, and we are now moving on to a new character who possesses the ability to control smoke and fire. This looks very interesting, and I'm looking forward to see how this game will play out. Another game that was announced, which was also a cult classic, is Thief. Now, for those of you who watch Zero Punctuation on The Escapist, Yahtzee commented how Dishonored looks like a Thief clone, or like Thief with some new add-ons. So the question is, with this new Thief game, will it be a clone of the clone, or will it be showing how it's similar, or will it be all the original stuff that you knew and loved, only updated to be better with the modern day age graphics and processing power and controls? Only time will tell. And reviews. Like from this guy. Alright, let's see. Oh, okay, I'm going over my notes here, sorry. Alright. Well, we've covered a lot of realistic ground for video games. Now let's talk about fantasy. Or should I say, Final Fantasy. 2 Final Fantasy titles were announced at E3 this year. Final Fantasy XIII and Final Fantasy XV. The former, I believe, will have the return of lightning, is in the title. So for you Final Fantasy fans, enjoy it. You get more Final Fantasy, and there's nothing wrong with that. But let's see, what else do we have? Oh, of course. You can't talk Final Fantasy without talking about one of the biggest announcements. And of course, how appropriate that's named E3. Kingdom Hearts 3 is in development. This was the greatest news that I heard from the conference. And we got a video showing some, we see Sora, after time has passed, we see a brand new Keyblade, and this is just great. I love the Kingdom Hearts series. It is a great series. All those years ago when it started out on paper, people thought, oh, you're crazy. This game won't work. But no, Kingdom Hearts defied the odds and continues to thrive and survive, creating a great series. And if you pre-order now, you can you can also pre-order the HD collection to see how the story began. and you also get a pretty cool art book. So I'm looking forward with great anticipation to Kingdom Hearts 3. This is the very top of Aperture Gaming's to review and playlist. And finally, to close out the Aperture Gaming Showcase, we will go to the Nintendo system. First off, we are excited for the announcement of the upcoming Super Smash Bros. Game. Why? Because of the Blue Bomber, Mega Man! That's right. Mega Man is coming to Super Smash Bros. And we are all super excited for that. It'll be pretty cool to see how Mega Man plays and how his combat works out. There's been a video release showing how he uses his regular plasma gun, and then how he can use weapons from other boss master robots. So it'll be pretty cool to see how that works out for the upcoming Smash Bros. Game. And finally, once again, E3 presents Pikmin 3. One of the greatest games I've ever played. And the style looks amazing, the art is amazing, the graphics, and of course the concept. You're on a planet where all the plants are big. It's like from Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. You're shrunk inside your own garden, only there's creatures you've never seen before. And you can control your little Pikmin. You have the fire retardant red ones, you have the swim underwater blue ones, you have the carry the flammable rocks yellow ones. This was a great series. I love the first one, love the second one, and I'm super excited for the third one. Yeah, so if you get a chance, I highly recommend that you look up these games, learn about them, and get ready to figure out which console you need to buy. And like I said, review which console as much detail as you can before you pre-order. Now, I'm going to try to review as many of the games as I can in the future, but you know, there's limitations on so much. I mean, funding for the Aperture Gaming department is very low. I'm pretty sure they're developing brand new portal generating devices, or redesigning the companion cube, or trying to figure out how to get us to Mars, and then onward and upward into space and beyond. So, I hope you enjoyed Aperture Gaming's E3 and Video Game Showcase. Until next time, this has been Test Subject 1337. Thank you very much, and have a nice day.